Is Red Bull coming back to NASCAR? And Legacy Motor Club is getting Tier 1 support from Toyota. Well, y'all, welcome back to Rolling the Bomb. I'm your host, Zach Moore. Excited to talk about some new NASCAR content news that dropped a couple days ago this week. It's all over the place, right? If you checked out my last episode, I'm still in the same seat, same microphone, same everything. Just making 2 episodes instead of smashing everything in one, making like a 20-minute episode. It'll just be kind of cut down to like 2 10-minute ones. Easier to consume. But now let's get to the first topic. So we all know Shane Van Gisbergen, who's coming to NASCAR, full-time Xfinity, select races and Cup. Main sponsor will be WeatherTech. Well, his owner, Real Justin Marks, posted a story where he tagged Shane, Team Trackhouse, Team Chevy, WeatherTech, and then at the bottom, he tagged Red Bull. And then everyone freaked out. Holy crap. Does this mean that Red Bull is coming to NASCAR? As we all know, Shane was sponsored, or he ran for the Red Bull team in the sports car series, right? So, we didn't know if Red Bull was going to come with him to America, to NASCAR, right? They had a little stint in NASCAR for a couple of years. Between 2006 and 2011, they had their own team run by Red Bull, through Red Bull, right? And they didn't have that much success. They only had 2 wins in Cup out of 286 races. They had multiple drivers, so they weren't really successful. Actually, Gunther Steiner, who is the team principal for Haas F1, was one of the technical directors for that team. So that's pretty interesting stuff right there. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff. If anything, to me, I'm thinking this is going to be more of an associate sponsor. Like, kind of own the car, but never going to be a full paint scheme. But he did tag him. He tagged him with WeatherTech, and WeatherTech's going to be one of the main sponsors. So who knows, man? If somehow Red Bull sponsors Shane and a NASCAR car, that's going to be unbelievable. That's going to be huge. That's why everyone was really hoping with this deal that Red Bull would come back, because they're a big time sponsor. People want them, right? They're in F1. They're huge in F1 now because they got Max Verstappen as one of their drivers. I think they also have MotoGP. They sponsor a bunch of other drivers and athletes and stuff. So if Red Bull could come to NASCAR, would be huge, would be big. I've actually never drank a Red Bull, but I would love to try one. I know I would get me freaking hyper and sugared up and caffeined up like a freak. But yeah, Red Bull would be sick. Be interesting to see it, if this is true that they are coming. Be exciting stuff. Last time, so we all know that Legacy Motor Club going Toyota. They were with Chevy last year. We didn't really know how much support Chevy was giving them. It didn't seem like a lot because you could tell on the racetrack they were struggling. They weren't really competitive at all. There was a lot of high hopes because Jimmy Johnson came on board. Matt Weaver did an article about this topic that it looks like Legacy Motor Club is gaining top tier support through Toyota. This is there was a quote from Cal Wells, who's the president of Legacy Motor Club. He said, "The main reason to buy into the future of the organization," he said, "the team is on the same data tier as Gibbs in 2311. He said Legacy was on the 3rd tier of Chevrolet's pipeline the past 2 seasons. So Chevrolet was only getting them 3rd tier support. And I guess that says a lot, right? Because, this whole talks. Is it the drivers? Is it the team? Noah Gragson had a lot of hype, but he's struggling like crap last year, man. He was just terrible, dude. Right? There was the whole thing with him. He left, right? And I felt like after Noah Gragson left the team, they started running way better. And then I guess there was hearing that they were just trying different setups. They were just trying their own stuff. There was pretty much no support. Legacy Motor Club. And one of the things I actually kind of wanted to get into, and I guess this is from what Matt Weaver said, additionally to any time Legacy or GMS employees need access to the Chevrolet faculty to use the simulator, it required an escort that wasn't necessary before. Even the simulators itself was a bare bones perks, with Legacy unable to use anything other than a baseline setup, something Legacy crew members articulated as a generic Richard Childress racing setup. So it seemed like near the end, they were barely, forget about support or money or resources. They were barely letting them use a simulator to test their own setups. They couldn't explore setups. I mean, I don't know how hard that is and how expensive that is to give away. Just let the team explore different setups. They were not letting them any setups, dude. These drivers couldn't test different setups on these cars to help their team out. And I guess they were just given no access near the end. And this is from a team member I wanted to say. This is what an employee said. I'm not saying they sabotaged us or anything like that, but they could have, and we wouldn't have known because there wasn't anything we could adjust. We had to use what we were given. So yeah, it does kind of sound like sabotage. They were limiting their ability to improve. And we think about Chevy has a bunch of teams, big teams too. Hendrick, 4-car team, Trackhouse, 2.5, 3-car team once in a while. Holling, which is a 2-car team. Spire, which is a 3-car team, right? And then they had Legacy Motor Club, which was another 2-car team. So, and they had Live Fast when they left, right? So they have a lot of big-time teams, right? Oh, and they also have Richard Childress Racing, which that is a 2-car team, sometimes 3-car team, right? So they have a bunch of big-time teams. So I understand why they couldn't get support. But also in this article, which I didn't share everything in this article, but I guess they were, Legacy was expecting to have a lot more support due to Jimmy Johnson coming on board. And, he's a 7-time champ. He's won 7 championships for Chevrolet. And I guess they just didn't find it that important, right? They didn't find that much value in that, having, Jimmy Johnson as one of the partners and the owner, right? And now GMS left too. That's probably one of the reasons why GMS Racing is not continuing. That's a truck team. Why they're not continuing, because they're not getting any support from Chevy. And now all that support, all that resources and money and stuff from that truck team is going to Spire, right? So it's definitely interesting. Great. This is why they made a change. They want to be competitive, and they know they have to make changes. They can't just wait around. So now they're going to go to a top series and top team and top manufacturer in Toyota. That's going to be Toyota's third team. Toyota's slowly reeling them in. Right, so I'm excited. I'm great for Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson's going to be driving that Toyota for the first time in his career, I think, at least the Cup Series. So this is big stuff, and great for Legacy Motor Club to get out of that messy Chevy and get a great opportunity with Toyota to be very, very competitive. That's a wrap on today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. I love making this stuff. Let me know how you think this mic is doing. It's the Mano PD100. So hope you guys are liking the sound. Hopefully I sound better. But yeah, like and subscribe. Let me know how you think. And I'll see you next one. Bye, y'all.